Hi traders, this is Forex Nelson and I'm back today with another 2 trades. Today's date is April the 13th. There's no major news today, but there's a lot of bank holidays. We can certainly take a look at that. Let's see here. Look at all the bank holidays, the French, the Italian, the pound, the Canadian. Now the 2 pairs I did were based on euro, and as you can see right here, it's a holiday. So let's take a look at the charts. So I did the euro Aussie, the euro New Zealand. Now the only reason that the market is moving a lot is because of the COVID-19. And all I did was I followed what my magic trigger system was telling me, along with the meter here. And lately I've been trading one way, and that's a great way to trade, which is what I highly recommend. That's using the gold line and the AO here down at the bottom. So let's take a look. I got in the trade at about, on this first one here, the Euro Aussie, at about 11 minutes before 9. So let's drag and drop this up and see where I got in at. Now I did get in at this point right here, as I said, before 9 a.m. this morning. And it did go against me about 15 pips. I was up at one point, 20, and I ended up eventually closing out here with about 30 pips, 29. Let's go with 29 pips. With all the extreme volatility and the high movements within the markets, I'd rather trade on the safer side and the easiest way to trade. So let's take a look now at the Euro New Zealand. Oh, and by the way, those 29 pips on the Euro Aussie produce $2,539. You might have noticed I only trade a couple of times, 2-3 times a week, as my totals are excellent, and I like to take a few days off, have an extended super long weekend. And that is why I got into trading more than 15 years ago, work a lot less and make a lot more. So moving along to this Euro New Zealand, let's drag and drop it up and see what happened here. Kind of did the same thing, did a push, had the right idea, gave a push down. It did another cycle back up. Let's see what that cycle was. And I got in at about 9:15 this morning. Did go against me 7 pips, not a big deal. 1 point I was up 24. And when it started to bounce off of this area of support, I just said that was enough. I'm just going to close the trade with approximately 20 pips. Now those 20 pips in the Euro New Zealand produce $1,691. Pip total was 49 pips, giving me $4,229. Almost $30 here. Anyhow, I was very happy with that. I closed out the trade, and now I'm just taking the rest of the day off. So lately, I've been using the magic trigger, and it is a combination of the best of the pip trigger and the golden trigger merged together. Very happy with it. I know at a glance, at the beginning when the market is starting to move, I know right away I should be buying or selling. I got to the computer a little bit late. If I would have got in earlier, up earlier in front of the computer, obviously around this area, around 8 o'clock in the morning between 8 and 8:30 was a better choice. And that's producing like over 50 pips there. But whenever I come to the computer, I know I can get 10, 20 pips or more. So I just wait for the pullback, or as I teach within the training videos, to get in the trade. So if your system is not producing, as my magic trigger is, I suggest you get your hands on it. All you got to do is look right below this video and you'll see this right up. It's my magic trigger system. Do charge $250 for it. And I have an ongoing special that I'm offering. And if you want to know what that is, you got to get in touch with me. So anyhow, as I am trying to help people who are stuck at home for the next 3 to 6 months, more than likely, while we have this virus all over the world. So you may as well learn how to become a successful trader. So now my system here is the best, as I said earlier, of the golden trigger and the pip trigger. Has around 3.5 gigabytes of training, and you'll get an exact copy of my system on your platform. Now there's 4 MT4 templates, and they account for the different times on the multi-time frame awesome oscillator. I've done all the work for you. All you got to do is click on whichever template you want to view. There's 10 custom indicators along with this meter. It's my favorite meter. I give a lot of PDF books and a lot of Word documents. One of them, as I highlighted here, is the $1 Million Trade Plan. And I only recommend for you to apply this when you're really good at trading. And you only need 10 pips, one trade a day. And that's where you'll turn $1,000 into $1 million in 10 months. But you have to have a winner on every trade, or you got to be really good at managing that loser. In other words, you got to become a very good trader. But it is doable, as the numbers do not lie. So since there's a lot of ways to trade, and I know that for a fact, if you have 1,000 traders, there's 1,000 different ways that they are trading. So since there are many ways to trade, I've given 36 training videos along with 9 bonus videos. This is the way I've been working lately, right here. Great way to trade. Very high success rate. That's the only way lately I've been trading, as with all this extreme volatility, you gotta trade smart if you want to continue to trade the markets. Now, I give a lot of trading tips. I teach how to back test the magic trigger, how to scalp the market, how to scan the market, teach how to trade all 3 sessions along with this London close here. I do teach how to trade pullbacks. This is called a pullback from here to there. And if it broke through and kept going, that would be a reversal, which I teach. Teach how to trade the channel as buy low and sell high, only when everything lines up down at the bottom. I teach that with dozens of examples on how to do that. I also teach how to trade around the goal line, because every day there is a lot of action, a lot of trade examples or trade setups around the goal line. And I do teach by showing a lot of examples on exactly what you should be looking for. Now, the very hardest way to trade is how to trade the news. So I recommend not doing that until you become a good trader. But I do teach for you traders who want to trade the news. And of course, how to trade with a day job. and that applies mostly to people who live in North America. Traders over in Europe, you would just get up and trade the London and followed by the New York, which are the very best 2 trading sessions. So if you have any questions about my system or the $1 Million Trade Plan, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call me right here. Here's my phone number. And if you live too far, all you got to do is send me an email. Remember, there's an underscore here. I do prefer Skype, that's my idea. But all you got to do is click on this link. I made it super easy for you. Easy connection. And through Skype, we will, or I will, through Skype screen sharing, I'll give you a free session, which will probably last about 45 minutes, depending on how many questions you may have for me. Now, I have created over the past more than 10 years 26 trigger systems, and if you want to see screenshots, all you got to do is click on this link. And over the past 3 or 4 months, I've done a review. Originally, I had 2 golden trigger, pip trigger, so I did a review on those 2. And then when I merged them together, I did a review of my magic trigger system. All you got to do is click on these links and you can watch that. So that just about wraps up this video. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That encourages me to continue to do these videos. So until the next trade, happy trading, and remember, keep yourself safe. Bye for now.